What is up guys, Faded here and welcome back to the channel for another video. Today I have a quick review of the MSI Dominator Pro. This is the GT72-2QE. I know I said I would never go with MSI again, but these fully loaded specs really made me give them another chance. Now this particular model includes a powerful i7-4980HQ, a GTX 980M with 8GB of VRAM, also 32GB of 1600MHz RAM, a 17.3 1920 by 1080 IPS panel, and also a 1TB 7200 RPM hard drive. And last but not least is 4 128GB SSDs in RAID 0. Though these top of the line specs do come at a high mobility cost. It's huge, it's bulky, and it comes in right around 8.4 pounds and almost 2 inches thick. So if grab and go is important to you, then I would go ahead and look elsewhere. Now the rear of the PC is where you'll find the Ethernet, power, and video outputs. And this also has the ability to use all three of them at once for a truly immersive experience. And on the other side, you've got an SD card slot, audio auxiliary ports, and 4 USB 3.0 slots. And on the other side, you have 2 more USB slots and a Blu-ray burner. And the bottom is very well ventilated and looks pretty slick as well. Now after opening the lid, you have your integrated webcam and touchpad, though the buttons can be slightly difficult to press and it can be quite uncomfortable. Though MSI did team up with SteelSeries and brought a fantastic RGB fully customizable LED backlit keyboard with a very nice set of keys, and it is also very responsive. Now there's so many different colors to choose from, but you do have 3 lighting sections on the keyboard, and the liner of the touchpad is also lit as well. I found myself liking the plain old red the most. Also some very nice audio, which is probably the best that I've ever seen in a laptop. Sound Blaster Cinema software also makes things that much better. The quality is very good and the bass levels are just to my liking. Very good for immersion, and I'm quite impressed. Now for the performance of this PC, the 4980HQ is nothing to play with. Very powerful and it caused no lags at all. Very great for editing and other processor intensive applications. Even scored at the desktop level on Cinebench. Now you couple that with 32GB of RAM and you've got yourself a portable workstation. Now for the big selling point, the GTX 980M. With a whopping 8GB of video RAM. Performs extremely well and it is also truly at the desktop level. Scoring more than 8,000 in 3D mark. With Maxwell technology lowering power usage, you can actually play games at close to ultra without being plugged into the wall. Though don't get too far from your adapter, you are likely to only get around 1 hour of gameplay on high settings. And only around 4 of normal use in like web browsing. But the GTX 980M is also great for CAD and games like GTA 5 that are very memory hungry. Now you can't complete the gaming experience without a good screen, and this model uses an IPS panel at 60Hz. Which is kind of disappointing as the GPU can get way over that, and yet the screen is still at 1080p. So this leaves you with a lot more to be wanted, either higher pixel density or higher hertz. Without it, the 980M is almost wasted until you have an external monitor. The colors were also a bit off and they will need some calibration once you do get it. But let's go ahead and move on to the conclusion. I had a really great time with this PC and I think it keeps right up with my desktop. But in many cases it seems tied down just like a desktop. It's bulky, it's heavy, the battery does not last long enough to be considered portable. It's got a great GPU, but you almost need another monitor in order to get the full experience out of it. And all of this coming at a price of over $3,000 and this particular model averaging around $3,200. It's a very high amount of money to spend on a laptop with quite a few bottlenecks, and also a company that doesn't have the best track record. But for those that can deal with these little hitches, it will be a great PC and I think you will really enjoy it, and it will do very well as a desktop replacement. So all in all, I give it around an 8 out of 10. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or you want to know more, just drop them down in the comments. And as always, be sure to like the video and subscribe. And you guys have a good one.